Hey guys, so today is Wedding Wednesday and I have a few things to share with you, nothing too big, but I'm just going to go on in and get into it. So Luis and I went cake tasting for the first time on Saturday. We have gone for a lot of appointments, but every appointment we've gone to, my parents have been there with us. And so this was the first appointment that Luis and I went alone, and so it was really cool, really special. And we went cake tasting at this really good bakery. So we went and she gave us a list of about 15 cakes on the paper, and she told us to circle about 8 to 10 of them. So we circled 9 and we tried a bunch of cakes. We tried like a simple yellow cake, red velvet, strawberry, some Mexican chocolate cake, some Italian cake, just a bunch of random cakes, because even though we knew we weren't really going to go for like a chocolate cake, we should just try it because we're there, cake tasting, why not? So we wound up going with this yellow cake. It's a traditional just yellow cake, and she said it was really popular, but it was so good. It was probably the best cake ever. Like, it was that good. And so I also showed her a picture of like the kind of cake that I want to get, and she kind of sketched it out and stuff like that. We got a quote, and walking in there, I actually thought it was going to cost a lot more than it actually did. So I was a little bit relieved. I was like, yes, like it wasn't that pricey, but it was still, you know, expensive. So we have a few more appointments for cake tastings in the near future. We have 2 this coming Saturday. And then we have another one next Thursday, and then we have one on April 7th. So we've got cake tastings all over the place, but you know what? It's fine. I actually would rather do all of the cake tastings together, because then you don't forget about the cake that you tried already, and even though you make notes and stuff, it's not the same. So I kind of like just trying everything at once, so that, you know, you remember, oh, this place had good cake, this place didn't have that good cake, this person, you know, got my design perfectly, stuff like that. So it was actually a really cool experience, and I love when my parents come with us to our appointments, and Luis loves it too. But it was fun to do cake tasting by ourselves, and to kind of, I don't know, like just kind of have that time to ourselves, because throughout this whole planning process, my parents have been involved, and Luis and I have been making the decisions, and we've been like, we like this person, we like that person, we don't want to go with that person. But it's also different whenever you're doing it alone, and you're kind of looking into things, making your own appointments, going to the appointments alone, and then deciding, you know, together what we want. So that's been really fun. We already booked a photographer, and since photographers are obviously at weddings a lot, I emailed him and I was like, hey, would you happen to have any DJs in the area that you recommended? Because we haven't been able to find a DJ in this area. It has been so hard. And a lot of them are like, you can't see the DJ performing at someone else's wedding for privacy reasons, which I don't really understand, because I would definitely want to see my DJ in action. And so I'm like, well, I can't see the DJ play, so now I'm kind of like, well, how do I know that they're a good DJ? I guess you just have to go off of reviews, pretty much. We have 3 DJs that we're kind of looking into. We got some research from them, and eventually we are going to make appointments to go see them. DJs are one of those things that I don't really know anything about. Just because the whole planning process, I know cakes and dresses and decorations and centerpieces and all that fun stuff, but DJs for me, I just don't know what to look for. I don't know what a good DJ is. I don't know if it's a bad DJ. So that's kind of something that I'm leaving up to like Luis and my parents, because my parents have been to tons of weddings and they know when a DJ is a good DJ. So I am going to have to just trust them on this one, and I mean, if I get a good vibe from them, awesome. One thing that we did notice was, before this whole wedding planning process happened, we came up with a budget, and we budgeted way less than what a DJ actually goes for, because honestly, I didn't think they were that expensive. No, but they are. So we had to up our budget by a few $100s, which is rough. But I guess it's worth it, because the DJ, you know, keeps the party alive and stuff like that. So if it's worth it, it's worth it. But that's pretty much all that's happened this week. It's a short Wedding Wednesday, I know, but I'll have more next week when we do all the cake tastings and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!